and welcome. You're watching the 6th episode of Limelight, and you remember me, na? I'm your host, Surekha Pandit. Now today is an episode I'm really stressed, nervous and excited about. Till now, we have spoken to actresses, RJ, businesswoman and a singer. But today we have someone who has done her MA in Economics from University of Mumbai, but decided to follow her real calling towards her love for hairdressing. And she headed out to the holy grail of profession, London. Having worked as style director and trainer in central London to opening her own academy in Goa, we have to credit her hard work and passion for her success and the position she has reached today. She is none other than Bina Punjani. Hi Bina.
Hi Surekha, thank you for having me on Limelight.
Welcome to Limelight, and it's a pleasure having you on board. Tell us how it feels to be in Limelight.
It's a startup culture right now, and I think it's a great energy that's going on around, so I'm very excited to be a part of your journey.
Thank you so much. When we hear the name Bina Punjani, the one word which comes to our mind is wow. So Bina, tell us about your journey. How did you reach till here?
My journey has been very exciting. It's a 22-year journey over many countries. I'm originally from Bombay, settled in Goa now, but between 2001 and 2011, I've lived in UK for 6 years, Delhi for 3 years, 1 year in Dubai, and I have been a hairdresser for close to 11 years for companies, and I started with Bina Punjani Hair Studio in 2011, and that's when I became an entrepreneur come a hairdresser. It's taken a lot of sweat, blood and tears. It's not easy, but I had great support, especially in the entrepreneurial journey and also my hairdressing journey from my partner Pralay Bakshi. We together currently run this organization, and also we are going to be doing a startup in the education sector for hair. So that's the journey for us at the moment. So I've done also my MA in Economics, and I decided that I don't want to do behind a desk job, and I wanted to do something creative, and that's when hairdressing as a profession came up. I tried it, I loved it. I wanted to study from the best place for hairdressing, and that's when I went to UK. And not only did I study in hairdressing, I worked in UK for 6 years, and I think that basically has been very, very important in shaping who I am and what I do today, because it's very driven by science, processes and systems, and it was the right timing. I had great support, and it is not only about a British hairdressing system that I went through. It was also the kind of interest I developed in it because it was so creative, but at the same time there was the science to an art, so it made sense to me. And that's how hairdressing has been for me and continues to be for me.
That's an interesting journey, but here I want to know is what you have worked in London, UK, and you have studied the hairdressing properly over there. So what we want to know is what is the difference in the way they do the hairdressing over there and in India?
The difference in the systems in US, UK and India is here it's a very look and learn system. Means they will pick up something from this place they have worked, something from that place I have worked. It's a very jugaad system, you know, let me do a piecemeal kind of education, and then I will look and learn, and I'll put it all together, and I'll work by the feel of it. And you know, I've seen also a lot of hairdressers cut short their learning because they feel this is enough. You know, I can speak well, I know 3 haircuts, and I will sort of convince the clients to get what I know. But when we study it as a subject, we have to study all the different options that a client can have, and the techniques to achieve those different options are done a lot in detail. It's a science. It's like going to school. from 1st grade to 10th grade. There is no, let me jump to the 10th grade of one subject and I will probably try and show my skills and see how good I cut hair. It is not like that. It is very systematic. So we have to go through the grind, and because I wanted to work for them, I had to go through an extra grind of 1 month where they literally make you cry. When you're a student and you're paying the money, they will teach you and okay, thank you for the money and la bye bye. But when you want to work for them and their name is at stake, they grind you really hard to the point that they make you cry till you pass it in a proper way. And I think that has shaped my thinking, my career in every single aspect. I was also one of the people that was selected for a year-round training by the best hairdressers in London from 400 salons in Europe. So the brand I worked for was Toni & Guy. They had 400 salons all across, and they pretty much ran a program where within those salons they wanted to pick the best hairdressers and give them hands-on training. So I was very lucky to be selected as one of them, and I think what that pretty much gave me was the discipline for hair and not just the love for hairdressing. You have to respect it to love it. You can't, the love cannot come out of nowhere. You have to respect it, which means you have to work hard, you have to get it right, and then you fall in love with it. It's pretty much that.
Something which I have learned today, that there is science behind even hairdressing. So Bina, also we would like to know that you have worked in London as a trainer, and the best option for you would have been Bombay because it's a hub. What made you settle down in Goa?
I think the lifestyle of Goa. I think when we returned back to India in 2008, our first destination was Delhi because Pralay got his job opportunity in Delhi, my partner and my husband. He was a radio professional for many years, so he was handpicked by Virgin Radio to come and head up their operations in Delhi. So it was a great opportunity for us to try out India, and we moved to India and worked there for 3 years, worked heading a company, educating the team, which is a very big company now. But I thought the cities were, especially because I'm from Mumbai, I thought my stint with Delhi was done. So the option for me was Mumbai and Goa. At that particular time, we decided to come to Goa because it was an easier life, quieter life. But I'm a hairdresser and I wanted to work, and the places I've worked, hair excites me. It I like seeing beautiful people around me. So I said, I need to work again. And that's when Bina Punjani Hair Studio started. It was not to open salons we moved to Goa. It was for a better quality of lifestyle. So that's how Goa happened for us. And from one salon, we did, it's grown to 4 salons, and an academy today.
And what made you come to a conclusion to open an academy? Like, they have many academies around. You can easily send people to those academies and then get, just hire people from there. What made you open up your own academy?
We just work in a very different way. We work exactly how European system works. It was part of my DNA. In fact, a lot of the salons and academies that function here, it is more to do with, okay, this is one more business vertical that we can make money out of. That was not the aim to do the academy for me. The academy was, I need trained hairdressers. Even if they are trained hairdressers, they are not trained in a very rigorous system, in a particular system that can manage all kind of hair, from Indian to Caucasian to curly hair to wavy hair to straight hair. There was no rigorous academy when I started the academy, and even now there is none. Because doing a rigorous academy means you need to know that knowledge, and you need to be able to pass on that knowledge and pass on the rigor in the students. So I still feel that as an academy, in terms of being very comprehensive and detailed, and the rigor, even if we teach what we know really well and not too much, but it is very strong.
So the trainers who are here are trained by you again?
Yes.
So
they are actually trainers trained by me, but not just they are trainers, they are hairdressers. So that's the other thing that comes from the system that I studied in and worked in. You cannot just do a course and become a trainer, which is the other thing that you see a lot of times. People say, okay, what are my opportunities after I do the academy? Or you can be a manager, or you can be a trainer, or that's not how training works for us. Someone should have worked after training in our system for at least 3 years to become a trainer.
So your academy is only about hairdressing, or does it also teach about makeup?
We also do makeup. So in London, I was again a part of bigger projects where makeup bridals happened, but they happened in a very creative way. When it came to being in Goa, and Goa being a tourist destination, I needed to bring those skills back because we couldn't let go of that market. So we started with hair and makeup for brides, but in a very modern way. We are more modern in our approach. We are more, classic in our approach, but yet, customizing the look for the bride. Not every bride looks whitewashed, heavy makeup. It's very customized makeup. And we said again, there is a market for this. So we do a lot of destination weddings. So we also teach hair and makeup for bridal styling and guest styling to be able to address those needs.
Okay. That's a different approach that we have altogether. Normally we just see that we have parlors and without noticing the skin tone, they just happen to,
Yes.
So that's the difference that we have at Bina Punjani.
Yes.
Our next question to you is, one thing you love about this field and one thing you hate about this field?
The best thing about this field is if you really like what you do, you can do it for a very long time. And the client satisfaction that you experience by making someone look great, look beautiful and feel good about themselves, it's magical. And one thing I hate about this field is there is lack of rigor, there's lack of detail, and there is lack of focus in many areas, and I feel that keeps our country behind from being respected as the players of hair, or the hairdressing in India is there. So for me, that's the part I don't like to hear. It's like we are the mini in the big pool kind of a thing.
Okay, Bina, we also know that you're a mother and a working mother. How do you balance your lifestyle with motherhood and entrepreneurship?
So I think it's very important that the whole family is aligned to that. I think me and my partner, when we met, we were very individual personalities. We always wanted to pursue what we liked doing. And I think the day I delivered and I was asked to take rest at home for a few days, on the 8th day I looked very uncomfortable in the bed, and my partner said, just go to work, just get up and go to work. You'll just feel better. You'll, get back to routine quicker. Medically might not be the wisest thing to do, but I think it really helped me, snap back into saying that, okay, this is also what I love doing, and that should not be compromised. If I start doing that, I'll be able to handle it emotionally better. And trust me, we have absolutely zero support in Goa, because all our family, my family is from Bombay, his family is from Kolkata now. So we had zero support. So it was just two of us and the baby. And the baby went to work with me. I mean, my son Neil, who is 9 now, then he actually grew up in the salon environment to a point that now he says, I don't want to see your salon. But he's like, I need to be at home. I want to feel at home. So for me, my salon became my home, pretty much. And that's how I managed for a very long time till he grew up and started going to school.
This is a question generally from the people are in the field. we want to know altogether from you, how do you build a client base in this industry?
So in the beginning, when I was working for someone else, or rather let me say when I was working in London, the brands have a philosophy and everyone aligns to that philosophy. You believe in that philosophy, the ethics of work, how you need to be as a professional. It's very aligned. Everyone works there. So you have clients that come for the brand. In India, it's very different. Most salons, I'm not talking about our salon right now, most salons hire stylists depending on what work they can bring to their chair. Or how much business do you do a month? How many clients do you do? How are you going to do in our salon? So that's the hiring technique. When we started in 2011, and that's the primary reason why we also had the academy, is we wanted to have an environment, an ecosystem where everyone worked in the same way. So whatever I had learned over years and how I worked, I wanted to make sure everyone got that philosophy and everyone worked exactly in that way. Creativity was over and above the science that comes with experience, with time, but you have to learn the fundamentals of this field. So while I worked in Delhi, I was followed by quite a few hairdressers who were very keen to work with me. So they came from outside Goa to work with me. So we trained them, and anytime we hired anyone from Goa as well, we would ask them, why do you want to join us? So unless we found that connect with the stylists, and unless they were very good people with their hand, they could move their hand, didn't know the system, didn't know the science behind it, but their hands moved well. So most of the hairdressers who came to us with experience, we had to retrain them completely. So we always had this thing in Goa about, this is our brand, this is our philosophy, would you like to work in this kind of a philosophy? Would you like to better your career? Would you like to work in an international system? So it was a lot of understanding of that. And then once I had the team ready, we put up the shutters, clients tried us out. We were fundamentally a word of mouth brand. We never advertised so much about the brand. It was all, we let the people talk about it. And we also had the support of some very good clients who would go to Bombay to get their hair done. So there was this big thing in Goa, I don't know if you know about it, that we are going to Bombay to get our hair done because there's nothing available here.
Yeah.
So that stopped.
Yeah.
People started
so
coming to us.
People who go to Bombay started coming here.
Basically. And one of our clients, runs a very popular newspaper here, and she said that, look, people need to be educated in hair. Why don't you write an article educating the people about hair and what you do? And then, so we did that for 3 years. We did makeovers. We educated people why hair, is so important as a part of your personality and what it can do for you, to be able to explain people what we do. Make sure we build an ecosystem and a culture where the hairdresser is respected by the clients.
That's a very important thing.
Yeah, because normally hairdresser ye to hajam hai.
That's like one thing we come and hear from people.
वो आ जाएगा, वो free है. No. You take an appointment. We are doing a service which will make you feel good and look good about yourself.
Yeah.
You better show that respect to us as well.
We would also like to know that what kind of job opportunities you have in this field, or when you when we finish Bina Punjani Academy course, what kind of job opportunities that you have, and how have the graph till now it's been for you?
So Academy for us is more for the philosophy of the brand and what we believe in. Is it a vertical that makes a lot of money? No. It is a vertical that we are very passionate about, that we should be doing it in a particular way, and this is our brand philosophy. The Academy, what we are very proud about, has transformed the lives of many, many students. they would have to go to a UK or a US to study this kind of syllabus that is being offered to them with the best trainers who are not just trainers, they are hairdressers. They work with the same material on the clients, so our students can actually see the haircuts happen on real people. At the same time, they take their education back to the classroom. So I think that system has developed some very grounded young individuals in this field.
When we hear Bina Punjani, it's a huge respect. You must have worked with big people, celebrities. Any experience you would like to share with anyone, or which would be your best experience or a learning experience?
I think we are all human beings at the end of the day, right? And in my field, I'm very aware that people, yes, I take a lot of pride in the amount of hard work I put and the hairdressing I give people. I take a lot of pride in that. But I know that without my customers, I'm nothing. I'm very, very clear. That is very clearly put in my head. So for me, it's very important to respect my client and respect their experience. So even if I know something is good for them, but if with their experience they are a little concerned about doing it, maybe they've had a bad experience somewhere, I give them time to, trust me. I don't push myself on them, and I think that's what the clients like about working with me. Some clients would blindly trust me. They're like, just do what you want. But I still say, I think this will look good. These are the 3 options. Let's select the option that you seem most comfortable with. I never ask the client what you'd like to do, because that is then saying that I'm not an expert. The client's an expert.
But how does Bina Punjani work? Is it that she gives, like, this will look good on you, let's try this, or you take opinions from your customers that I want this look for my hair, and then,
I do take. So suppose if some customer has walked in with a very specific look in their hair, I hear them out. If it doesn't, it's not going to work for them, I will tell them it's not going to work for you. This is this face, this is this face, this is this hair, this is this hair. There is color in the hair, your hair is dark. What are the things that are very different, and what are the things? If it works, I'll say, okay, sure, let's go with this. But I can also show you a couple of other options, right? What I think will work. So I think clients who come to us somewhere come for guidance also. They don't come with a very clear, idea in their head. They like because of technology and social media, they have a lot more exposure and knowledge, which is great. It works for us, but it also keeps us on our toes, because we always have to stay ahead in terms of trends, in terms of what we are proposing, in terms of techniques. So we take the client into confidence, but at the end of the day, we both have to be in agreement of one look. This is the look that we are doing today for you, and I think it will look great.
What is the current makeup look or the hairstyle look that you love?
I like the fact that they're going into details. Simple details used to be like ignored before. Like, let's focus on eyebrows and maybe just do a lipstick and a mascara. That itself will brighten up your face. I need to use a BB cream. I need to use a moisturizer. Those things are great. You're focusing on the basics. If your skin is not good, no makeup is going to look right. But first they say, okay, let's cover the skin up with makeup. The thing that I feel a little uncomfortable with is a lot of clients bring in Photoshop pictures. Okay, filtered pictures, right? When you do a filter on any picture, everything, all your natural creases are all smoothened out. The other thing I like about makeup is lenses. If they're nice lenses, they really make a huge difference. To the eye makeup, to just your eyes open up, and that eye opening up makes a lot of difference. So on occasions, I highly recommend people to wear lenses. I love the eyebrow trend where people are really focusing on different shapes, not heavy. I like the feathered natural look that's in. And for example, I like the glitter you're wearing or the amount you're wearing. This is nice, it's fresh, it's easy, it's not too much, but there is something, right? So I like when it's customized, be it hair, be it makeup. I like it customized in the sense, who is the person and what you're doing to that person.
One thing which I believe in always is makeup is something that shouldn't change, it should enhance your look.
Absolutely.
So what is the one look that is fail proof? It will always look good in any situation or anywhere you go, just do that look and it will look good. Maybe a fast makeup or
something like what I've done, to be honest, in that sense.
That's it.
I would put that down. I would break it down to doing your eyebrows, just brushing it and filling it up if required, making sure your mascara is in place, making sure you even out any of the, it's called pigmentation, but it's basically lack of sleep and lack of water, your dark eyes, and just even it out with a base. You get an eye base, even if you don't apply any color, it's fine. Just the base, dab it in so your eyes don't look dull. A lot of mascara. Then even when you're working with your under eyes, very, very little product, as less as possible. Because the more product you put, the bigger you look. I think people forget that. If you put layers and layers of product, it can end up making you look fatter. It can end up making you look heavier, puffier. So it's very important to use very little makeup, like literally 2 drops here of foundation, 2 drops here, 2 drops here, and 1 drop here. And that too after the skin has been heavily moisturized. So just eye base, mascara, eyebrows, very natural lips, little cheeks, and you're done.
So that's the trend.
Yeah.
And the last question to you from us is, what is the message that you want to give our viewers and the people who want to go and grow up in this field?
First of all is anything you do, make sure you like what you do so you can be in it for a long time. It's great to try out many things, but it can leave you very confused. It's very important to spend that little time, even if it takes a month, to sit and really be honest with yourself what you like. Once you discover what you like, then you can really work hard at it. Don't look at everything, oh, there's a business opportunity here, let me do a business. Like, for example, if someone comes in, oh wow, this is so cool, let's open a salon. No, it's a lot of hard work. From hiring to running to cost to everything. Don't only make it about the opportunity available. Do you have the skills for it? Do you have the interest in it? Are you willing to work hard for it? So that would be my message to people in general, and to anyone in this field who wants to come up. Go through the grind, work on yourself, be positive, make sure that what you're offering the client is top class. Let your work do the talking, let your hair do the talking, let your makeup do the talking. If that is there, you won't have to try hard, and then just be better and better at it every single day. Always be a little unsatisfied with your work so you can be better the next day.
Since you answered the questions really well, this is a gift for you.
Thank you.
And it is from one of your customers in Vasco.
Oh wow.
She specially sent it to you, and she also has a gift shop over there, and it is for all the gifting solutions.
Okay.
So
thank you. May I open it?
Yes, sure.
Wow, that looks lovely. Thank you, Shaya. This is beautiful. I'm going to keep it in one of my salons, and it's a great memory. Thank you so much. Thank you for gifting this. It's beautiful.
The Photos and Gift Shop is one of a kind in Goa and is a perfect venue with selecting gifts for your loved ones. It specializes in personalized gifts and printing stuff like t-shirts, banners, certificates, trophies, and customized mugs. No matter what your price range is, you will be able to get what you need. Okay, that's Bina Punjani for us, and thank you so much for accepting our invitation and being so cordial with us. It was lovely talking to you, and all the best for all your future endeavors.
Thank you so much. The pleasure is mine, and wishing you the very best as well. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Bina.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here's Surekha Pandit signing off from this episode. Hope you got some important tips today. See you soon. Dev Bare Karo.